Hi, my name's Courtney Matlock, and I oversee the kitchen at the Chickasha campus at Canadian Valley Technology Center. And I'm here today with two very special helpers, my daughters Ellis and Emily. Why don't y'all tell everybody how old you are?
I am 9, and my birthday is January 14th, 2011.
I'm 6, and my birthday's 8.
We love birthdays around here. So today I'm going to make a really special recipe, and I hope you join in with us. Now first, make sure you ask your mom and dad for permission if you can do this. Girls, do you have mommy's permission?
Yes.
Yes, okay. And then the next thing you need to do is gather your supplies. So for our recipe today, we are using 3 ripe bananas, 1 cup of white sugar, 1 egg, a fourth a cup of melted butter, which is a half of a stick of butter that you melt. And then we're gonna need 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour and a teaspoon of baking soda, and then a teaspoon of salt. So, after you make sure you have all your ingredients together, you want to go ahead and preheat your oven to 325 degrees. And go ahead and get your pan sprayed that what you're going to use to pour your batter in. So, once all that's done, wash your hands, and we've already done that, haven't we, girls? We washed our hands.
Yes, Mommy.
Good. And if you want, you can put on an apron to keep your clothes nice and clean. So, the first step is, you may have noticed I said 3 ripe bananas. Now, do these bananas kind of look gross because they're brown? Sometimes people think that these mean they're bad and you throw them out, but don't throw out your brown bananas. That means they're perfect to make what?
Banana bread!
Yes. So, this is a not ripe banana. This one just came from the grocery store. And see how it's a nice pretty green color? And then as it gets older, enzymes inside the banana break it down and make it softer and sweeter. And then when it gets all these little brown spots on it, that means it's nice and sweet and mushy and ready to be made into banana bread. So Ellis, why don't you undo that banana? Emily, can you start getting that one peeled? And I'll work on this one, and just drop it into this bowl.
That's a perfect
Not your yellow, put it in the blue bowl. Good. I'll take your scraps.
I know, Mommy.
What good banana peelers. Good job.
I don't know what to say.
That's okay. Things happen. So
Elvis
depending on
was
how
on my
soft your bananas are, usually when I'm at the school kitchen, I just would use a fork because it was just easy to grab a fork. But if you want, you could always, Ellis, why don't you try mashing it with a potato masher? And that might make it go a little bit easier. Because I always say work smarter, not harder. So if you have a tool that really works good at mashing bananas, go for it.
Mash. Mash.
Good job. Let me get in there a minute. You mashed that up really well.
Thank you, Mommy.
So we're gonna get it nice and really smushed in there and ready to add our other ingredients too. So the next thing we're gonna stir in, clean that off and go ahead and just stick it in the sink. My mom always told me to clean up as you go. All right, Ellis, will you grab this cup of sugar? So we're gonna pour 1 cup of sugar in. Good.
She has very good tips, and she's a good cook.
Okay, and then pour in your butter. Oh, we've got another guest chef today. And then go ahead and stir in the egg. Just pour the egg in there. And then stir that all together. Now the reason I went ahead and did the butter first was because you don't want to pour hot butter that you've melted right onto your egg, because then you might accidentally scramble and cook your egg, and you don't want scrambled eggs in your banana bread, do you? So that's just a little way to make it maybe a little cooler. Perfect, Alice. Now Emily has our dry ingredients. So Em, grab our flour and dump the flour into your bowl. Perfect. And now this is your baking soda. Notice I said baking soda, not baking powder. There's a difference. And then take your little spoon there and stir that all together. Nice stirring. One more little stir. Perfect. Now we can take that and pour it into the wet ingredients. And now, okay, Emily, can you pour it over there? You might need to scoot this over. Good job, girls. I'm so proud. Ellis, why don't you stir?
Can I stir a little bit?
Yeah, you can stir a little bit too. All right, let Emily have a chance. I'll move this over here. Our guest chef was a little cranky. Okay, now let me see this. I'm gonna use now's a good time to get in here with this spatula. So you may have noticed I had all of our ingredients already measured out and ready to go and all my tools. And I'm gonna teach you a fancy word. Does anybody like to be fancy?
Fancy Nancy.
Well, we learned a new term today called mise en place.
Mise en place.
And that is a French cooking term to mean you are prepared and you have all of your ingredients ready to go. And it just makes you that much faster and more efficient in the kitchen. So you're not chasing all your ingredients down. And then you might forget something. And then you also know you have everything you need for your recipe before you get started. So, Ellis, will you stir in our last ingredient, 1 teaspoon of salt? Yeah, Emily, go ahead and stir. And give that a good little stir. This is a perfect thing to make if you may have bought a whole bunch of bananas up and they're sitting on your counter and you think, oh my goodness, we're never going to eat all those bananas. What can we do with them?
And you won't have a good use for them, so you can just make banana bread.
That's right.
1,000
All right,
pieces
perfect.
of bread.
So this is stirred up perfectly. We have a nice batter here. And it's okay, see it's a little bit lumpy, and that's okay. That's just part of your bananas.
Banana smash.
So now we're gonna take it over here. And you could either pour it all in one big pan and have one nice big loaf, or you could pour it into some smaller pans. And I think that's what we're gonna do with this batch. Pour it into some smaller ones because they make perfect gifts to leave at your friends or neighbors' doorsteps.
Or just a little treat for
Okay, help
yourself.
pour.
Mommy's gonna do this part because this part can be a little bit tricky.
And you have to make it a perfect
And you want to do
measurement.
just about halfway up.
Because if you do it full, when it rises, it's going to overflow
That's
and you
right.
won't have a good loaf of bread.
You'll have a big mess is what you'll have.
Just like the waffle mix.
My bread's so
When you
big.
put too much waffle batter in it.
And then, yeah, Mommy can make some good messes.
So get Evelyn. Load on top of it.
There we go. And then we will put these in the oven. Now for a big loaf, it takes about an hour, but you might check it at about 45 minutes and make sure it's not gonna get too brown. But these might only take maybe half that. So we'll check these at about 20 to 30 minutes and see how it looks. All right, so all of our batter is now in our little pans. And I'm gonna put them all on a cookie sheet just so they'll be more steady in the oven. And this one is ready to come out. Oh, it smells so good. It smells like a French bakery in here. We'll slide these in. We'll have some treats to deliver to our neighbors in a little while. And so I'm gonna take this one. Ta-da! Here, flip it over. Who wants a slice of banana bread? nice, steamy banana bread. Perfect for breakfast in the morning. You might make someone surprised. Your mom should love it. All right, so we just sliced into our delicious banana bread. And there are these nice little brown speckles in it. And my daughter Ellis asked, what are those brown pieces? And that are fibers from the banana. So those are just little pieces from the banana that as it cooks and gets warmer, turns brown. So that's kind of cool. It's kind of got a little design in there, huh? So, Ellis, do you want a slice? Ooh, look at that. That is steamy. You want butter on yours?
No, thank you. That means it's perfect.
I'll take a little. Enjoy.
Enjoy.
Bye.
Have fun making it.